Us with those details. In fact, in some more news coming in, US President Donald Trump's administration will ask the courts to allow the release of grand jury testimony in the case of deceased convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, after some of his supporters reacted in fury to a report concluding that there was no evidence to support long-running theories about his case. Taking to his Truth Social platform, President Trump called the case a scam spread by Democrats and stated that he had asked Attorney General Pam Bondi to produce all grand jury testimony pending court approval. This, of course, comes as a growing faction of Trump supporters have started registering their anger with the delay in the release of documents, which they say should have happened months ago. The US Justice Department has also concluded that there is no clients list among the evidence against Jeffrey Epstein. Attorney General Bondi is on the record stating that major revelations about Epstein would come soon, with a lot of names and a lot of flight logs. I have at this time joining me on the broadcast Foreign Affairs expert Arvind Tejawat. So thank you for taking the time to sit with us. Of course, I would like to begin by asking you the biggest question right now, which is, will we see the grand jury testimony being released in the Epstein case, and what do you think will be the ramifications of this, especially with regards to the US presidency, with President Trump allegedly having such a role in this scandal that occurred?
Malvika, what I have an impression about the American society is related to this issue particularly, they are not having any moral issues. Like if the same case happens in India, then probably because of the morality, we might indulge in such things. But in the United States, I suppose that the people are a bit miffed or angry because they believe that if the American president has taken an oath of the American constitutions not to telling lie to the US people, so that's why the anger is lying there. So the first, it need to clarify that it's not because of the morality, it's because of the oaths which has been taken by the US presidents. So that's an issue. And if we compare the same issue with the earlier issue of Bill Clinton, so there is a similarities, and of course there is a difference between both the cases. But in both the cases, the people, they believe that the US president is supposed to think about the America's interest, but in particularly in this case, if the US president is misguiding the American people, then I suppose that the American are not going to tolerate it. So these days, of course, this is very much true that the President House of United States is in a pressure and trying to handle the issue that in what way they need to do the things. So the advisors and the political advisors of a US president, they are giving advices to him. But of course, it's a bit not very much tough time, but it's a difficult time for the US president. Malvika.
Well, sir.